Coach?
Oh, leadership and just kind of some of those games where the close 10-point games that could go either way. Sometimes when those seniors come to the sideline, whether they're on the bench or in the game, they might say something, but it's really powerful and meaningful to those younger players, and that leadership goes. It doesn't go unnoticed.
Yeah. Isn't that something? I mean, how those words resonate, because I learn it every year. You throw players out there, maybe they're the same size, but a freshman as opposed to a senior, there is a world of difference between those two players.
Yeah, it's the repetitive drills. It's the things that are sometimes uncoachable. Some of those things come out in a senior that might not come out in a freshman, and vice versa. Sometimes.
Head coach of the Mobridge Pollock Tigers, back in 60 seconds on Country 95.3, PureCountry.com.
Like tacos and Tuesdays, some things are just better together, and that is why chiropractic and cupping are the best combo. Research shows that cupping is largely effective at reducing pain and increasing circulation. Reset your nervous system and give your muscles some love with an adjustment and cupping. At Chiropractic Connections, we are always ready to get you back in the game. Choose Dr. Jess and Dr. Allie at Chiropractic Connections. Find us on Facebook, stop in and see us on Main Street in Oneida, or call to schedule today. 258-2626. 258-2626.
YAG Air Incorporated is your locally owned ag chemical and seed retailer. YAG Air Incorporated offers reliable ground and aerial application. For the latest seed and chemical pricing, contact Kyle at 605-280-8710 or Tony at 605-280-4771. YAG Air for all your ag chemical and seed needs. Kyle 605-280-8710 or Tony 605-280-4771.
Big game ahead for the Charger boys here in Game 2 of our doubleheader here as the Chargers get ready to take on the Mobridge Pollock Tigers on their home court. Joining me now is head coach of Sully Buttes, Brian White. Coach, last week, earlier this week, you had a contest and things went your way. Even though I got to be honest with you, it was a nice win. It was an impressive win, but I thought it was one of the coldest shooting nights I've seen you guys have in a while.
Well, yeah, I guess I didn't. I wasn't really, I probably wasn't focused really on how well we shot the basketball. I was kind of watching how we defended, and I thought we did an okay job I thought defensively in the first quarter we weren't very good. I thought we had some breakdowns on the backside of some things, and we weren't in the right spots. And then I thought we really kind of cranked it up the second, third quarter, and then in the fourth quarter it was just kind of one of those games that you just kind of finish it out. But I thought our second and third quarter were really good, and I thought we defended really well in those quarters, and that allowed us to really kind of continue to move forward with our season, and we did what we wanted to do, and now we got to come do the same thing tonight.
Yeah, and this is against an opponent on their own home court, solid club, 10-4 in the season, Class A squad. This is a crew that's got some experience to them, and they're fearless on their home court. This is going to be, obviously you guys know this is a tough contest for you.
Yeah, this is going to be one of the best contests of our season. This is a measuring stick for us, to be honest with you. Kind of find out where you're at. We're excited for this opportunity. I think it's going to be a great opportunity for us to come out and compete. And this will be one of those games where we're going to find out, have we improved like maybe you think you have, or do you still got a ways to go? I feel like we've just gotten better and better. I feel like, and it feels like we're performing well, but now can you do it on someone else's court? Where maybe you don't shoot it quite as well as you do at home, So can we come out? Can we play well on someone else's floor against a really talented group? They got 5 athletes on the floor. One of them committed to SDSU to play football because he's the real deal. He's 6'6", he's long, he's athletic. Can we handle that? Can we compete against those sort of guys? And can we really manage the game and do the things we need to win a basketball game?
Okay, yeah, taking on, as you get ready to take on Mobridge Pollock, you mentioned this, okay, and you got to do it on the road. When you go out on the road like this, you've been able to play in the comfort of your own gym here for a little while, with maybe one or two exceptions here. But coming out on the road, is that a different approach for you, or is there things you talk about or do on the bus, or do you see that focus kind of tuning in on the bus?
I don't know if it's any different. It's just, it's a little more comfortable shooting in your own gym, the place where you've taken 100 or thousands of shots throughout the year, and you come to a different environment, different rims. The environment's just a little bit different. The backdrop's a little different, so it's just a little different for you. I don't know that we don't do anything special. We don't do anything crazy. We show up, we jump on the bus, and when we get here, we start to get ourselves ready for a basketball game, just like we would any other day. So it was a pretty normal school day. I mean, we had the situation of the late start, but outside of that, we kind of had a regular school day, and we were able to kind of take care of things, and hopefully we come out and play really well.
Yeah, and do your players kind of view this as a David versus Goliath kind of a thing, and against a Class A squad like this?
Not at all. Like, we think we belong. We think we're as good as they are, better than they are. Like, we're showing up with that attitude. We're going to show up with that way the rest of the year. Like, we got a really good basketball team, and we're not going to shy away from being a really good basketball team. We're going to embrace that and go forward, and with the belief that we're a good basketball team, whether we win or not tonight. Like, I believe we're as good as anybody that we go against the rest of the basketball season, and we're going to have that mentality, and we're going to make somebody beat us. There's not going to be any timidness out of this group. We're going to come out and we're going to compete our tails off, and at the end of the day, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I'm going to close with this. One of the things that I really noticed with your club, with your team this year, and in years past as well, you guys have always adapted to the situations, no matter what is thrown at you. If something is if they set a roadblock up in front of you this way, you'll go around the other way. You're really good at adapting to what's being thrown your way, Coach.
Yeah, we're pretty versatile in that sense. The one thing that's given us fits this year is a really good big, or a couple bigs, and so this is kind of one of those tests. Like, can we handle a big, and can we still guard around it and do a good job? Because we've been able to guard teams that maybe aren't as athletic, I shouldn't say athletic. We've played some really athletic teams, but don't have that size. Now can we guard a team that has some size, along with some guard play that's really good? So this will be a great test for us. We're going to find out how good we are.
Okay, well, tip-off in just a bit as the Chargers take on the Tigers. Coach, appreciate the time. Thanks so much. Good luck tonight.
Thanks for coming, DT. We appreciate it.
Anytime. Brian White, head coach of the Sully Beach Chargers pregame show, continues with more after this. And Country 95.3 pregame show made possible by Bank West Oneida. Bank West, convenient, connected, committed.
You just got a quote from a company and are now being billed for not choosing them. Many contracts have what's referred to as a contingency agreement. These typically state that if you don't go with them, you, after insurance has approved the repair work, will be charged a percentage of the job they quoted. Ask up front if they charge to provide an estimate. Never sign anything that you haven't fully read or understand. If you have any questions, reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Building new, remodeling a little or a lot, or replacing the old with the new, Oliver Construction in Oneida is reliable, honest, and affordable in helping you make your house the home you've always dreamed of. Large or small, inside or out, give Oliver Construction a call at 295-2289 for all of your home construction and remodeling needs. Oliver Construction, 295-2289.
And welcome back. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. Game 2 of our doubleheader. First off, for the visiting Sully Beach Chargers. Starting off at one guard will be Gavin Colson. Gavin, a 5'9" junior, number 20, Gavin Colson. The point guard, Wesley Whitler. Wesley, a 6'1" junior, number 15, Wesley Whitler. Also, third guard starting tonight, Tegan Westball. Tegan, a 5'8" senior, number 11, Tegan Westball. We've got forwards on the night will be Eli Mercer. Eli, a 6'3" senior, number 23, Eli Mercer. And Gavin Barber. Gavin, a 6'1" senior, number 24, Gavin Barber. That starting lineup again for Sully Buttes: Colson, Whitler, Westfall, Mercer, and Barber. Chargers coming in at 12-3 on the year, coached by Brian White, assisted by Scott Seffner and Jesse Whitler. For the hometown, Mobridge, Pollock Tigers. Starting off at one guard will be Shooter Frederick. Shooter, a 6'2" sophomore, number 1, Shooter Frederick. It'll be Easton Eisman. Eisman, a 6' sophomore, number 2, Easton Eisman. Kale Knutson. Kale, a 6'1" guard, a sophomore, number 3, Kale Knutson. Jackson Eisman. Eisman, a senior, a 5'10" guard, number 4, Jackson Eisman. And then there's Shane Henderson. Shane, a 6'6" senior, number 23, Shane Henderson. That starting lineup again for the Tigers. it is Frederick, Eisman, Knutson, that is Easton Eisman, Jackson Eisman, and Henderson, as the Tigers are 10-4, coached by Thomas Knutson. In the JV contest, Chargers came away with a victory late in that one, 30-26, the final there. Now, that is the starting lineup. Be listening at halftime for the Blue Goose halftime report with stat scores and more. And then for the Country 95.3 post-game award show, catch it right here at your Riverfront Broadcasting Station, KLXS Pier. DT Meyer along with you, along with Kent Grody tonight, as he has helped out. He was my cameraman for game one, game two. I've got the amazing Travis Mercer next to me right here, ladies and gentlemen, manning the camera here tonight as he gets ready for the boys. As the Tigers are being introduced here tonight, Chargers introduced as well, as the Chargers coming out with the road purple with the gold and white trim, gold and white letters and numbers, and the Tigers in with their home whites with the black and orange trim, black and orange letters and numbers, as it'll be Barber jumping against Henderson. 6-6 against 6-1. As we get ready to get it underway for game two. As the officials, Craig Cassins tops it up, and the Tigers start out with it, and we are underway, driving on the baseline, kicking it out, drive pass up top. Tigers with it on their wing on the left side, down on the baseline. That is Eisman. That is Jackson Eisman. In down low, catch up, and good for two by Cale Knutson. Knutson with the bucket, and it's 2-0 now. Tigers on the board first, just underway in game two of our doubleheader in Sully Buttes and Mobridge Pollock in boys basketball. Whitler in the front court. Wesley gives it over to Barber. Gavin back over to Whitler. Wesley on the wing on the right side makes a move towards the baseline. Throws it in, tries to throw it in underneath, and he stepped out of bounds. As the Tigers tried to steal it there, they stepped out of bounds. It'll be Charger ball with the baseline inbounds as Colson gets ready to toss it in. Inbounds lob. It goes to Whitler. Wesley with it for the Chargers. As he'll pull back for a three. That'll be short. And he missed the shot. Came up short on it. And it will be Tiger ball as Mobridge will toss it in. Knutson gets it in. Gets it back from Henderson. Knutson into the front court with it, driving, puts it up, throws it up, can't get it to go. Whitler there for the rebound for the Chargers. Wesley into the front court with it, driving around on the right side, shot up, whistle, foul, contact by the Tigers. That'll be called on Easton Eisman, his first, team first. And the Chargers will get a sideline, they'll be a baseline inbounds. As Coach Knutson wanted an explanation on something. He's talking to the officials. Inbounds catch with it, Whitler. Wesley on the wing on the right side. High post, right side jump shot. Floats it through, up and good for two. Tied at 2 apiece as the Tigers quickly hustled it into the front court. Knutson, dump off to Jackson Eisman. Eisman into the front court, wing on the left side. Catch with it there by Easton Eisman. Now out front to Frederick. Frederick kicks it over to the wing on the right side. Catch there by Knutson. Throws it in down low. Catch is Henderson with it. Steps around the defender, puts it up off the glass. No good. Gets his own rebound. Put back up and good for two. And the 6'6" senior hits the shot and gives the Tigers the lead once again. 4-2 our score. Colson into the front court for the Chargers. Gavin shadowed there by Knutson. Over to the wing on the left side to Westball. Top of the key to Barber. Over to Colson. Gavin looks at it underneath. And Mercer with the catch. He gives it back to Colson, who puts up a three. That's off the right side of the rim and out. Frederick in position for the rebound. He'll turn and bring it up into the front court for Mobridge Pollock. Has it out top. Keeps his dribble alive. Brings it around the arc. Hands off out top to Easton Eastman. Back over as a shot on the way is up and off and no good. Right into the hands of Barber on the miss. Forward pass from Whitler to Henderson. And a foul on the play. And that'll put Colson to the line as Henderson will get tagged for a foul. Goes back for the block and body checked. And body checked Gavin Colson out of bounds, and he'll pick up his first personal. That's the second team foul, and two at the line here coming up for Gavin Colson. The Chargers trail 4-2. Gavin at the line. First shot is up and good. As he readies the second. Second shot up on the way. That one good. And ties it up at 4 apiece. Sully Buttes and Mobridge Pollock in boys basketball. 5:48 to go, first quarter. Tigers, what with it is Knutson into the front court for Mobridge Pollock. Knutson gives it up on the wing on the left side. Jackson Eisman there. Bounce pass in. It goes as Frederick caught it. Tried to split two defenders. They're gonna give them a. That's a shooting foul. Wow. Okay. Foul will be called on the Chargers on Colson. And they're going to give him a shooting foul on that. And shooter Frederick will go to the line to shoot two and misses the first one from the free throw line. Jet Yackley checking in for the Chargers now for Westball. Jet coming in, had an active game for the Chargers JV squad, who picked up the victory 30-26. Frederick at the line for the second and two. Shot one, that one up and good. And the Tigers take the lead 5-4. Quickly in the front court, Yackley with it for the Chargers. The wing on the right side, pulls back for a three off the iron and no good. Kicks out to Frederick. Frederick into the front court, loses the ball and lost it out of bounds. A turnover on the play. And the Chargers will get it back. And Whitler will bring it into the front court for Sully Buttes. Wesley over to the wing on the left side. Keeps the dribble alive out top to Colson. Gavin drives around the defender into the lane. Throws up a floater. Gets it. Gavin with the bucket. He's got 4 points in the game. Chargers retake the lead 6-5. Tigers with it. Into the front court is Knutson. Knutson has the top of the key to the left side. Jackson Eisman. Off with it to Easton Eisman. Easton Eisman holding out front. Knutson with it out front. Over to Frederick on the wing on the left side. Top of the key goes to Jackson Eisman. Pulls back for a three. That's off and no good. Tigers get the long kick out rebound. Shot from the baseline by Easton Eisman. Up and good. That was a 5-foot jumper. He hits it. And it's now 7-6. Back the other way. Was that Mercer? Darn right it was. That was Eli hitting the bucket. 8-7, and the Tigers put it up and good for two. Back the other way by Knutson. Hits it. Chargers coming back. Tigers lead 9-8. Whitler into the front court for Sully Buttes. Out top with it to Colson. Gavin for the Chargers. To the wing with it Mercer. Eli stops on the wing on the right side. Throws it out and throws the ball. Gets intercepted. Up and good for two by Knutson, and there is a 30-second timeout on the court. Tigers taking a 30. We'll be back in 30. You're listening to Sully Butte Sports and Country 95.3, PureCountry.com.
Barber Farm Service Incorporated and Barber Chemical wishes good luck to the Sully Buttes Chargers. Growers, call Ken or Jack for all of your planting and harvesting solutions at 258-2708. That's 258-2708. Barber Farm Services and Barber Chemical, located under the Whitewater Tower, 2 miles south of Oneida. They know that hard work does pay off. Go, Sully Butte Chargers, from all of us at Barber Farm Service and Barber Chemical.
We are back underway. Tigers with the lead. 11-8 is our score. As the Chargers will get the ball after the Tigers timeout. Whitler with it in the backcourt with Colson. Pass in the front court goes to Yackley. Jet for the Chargers. Arcs a pass over. Colson makes the catch for the Chargers as he has it in the wing on the right side. Back out to Whitler. Wesley drives into the lane. Whistle. Foul on the play. Foul will be called on Knutson for the Tigers. His first. Team third. Baseline inbounds coming up for the Chargers now with 3:56 to go in the first quarter. Hometown Tigers lead 11-8. Whitler with it over to Colson. Gavin, a three from the baseline right side. That's off the mark and no good. Henderson, the 6'6 senior, pulls it down. Outlets it to Jackson Eisman into the front court with it for Mobridge Pollock. Starts up on the right side, on the left side. And that is a foul before he got the shot off. He had the continuation, but the shot won't count. Foul will be called on Colson. Gavin with his second personal. And it'll be a baseline inbounds coming up for Mobridge Pollock. Still at 11-8 our score. Inbounds catch with it is Jackson Eisman. A three on the way is up and off and no good. Ball kicks out after the big rebound miss. And Colson grabs it and turns and brings it in the front court for Sully Buttes. Off with it to Mercer. Eli for the Chargers. Over to Yackley. Jet for the Chargers. Into the lane. Stops at the free throw line. Over to Colson. Gavin out with it for the Chargers. Goes up for the shot and can't get it to go, but he is fouled. Going up for the bucket. Foul on the play. Foul called on Jackson Eisman. His first and team fourth. And that'll put 2 at the line here coming up for Gavin. Chargers trail 11-8 to make that 11-9 after the junior hits the first shot. Kinney comes in for the Chargers now as Barber will go to the bench. And also checking in is Stoik for Mobridge Pollock. Easton Eisman will go to the bench for Mobridge Pollock. Colson gets ready for the second of 2. And Gavin, shot, fires on the way, off the iron and no good. Rebound on the play. Coming up with it is Jackson Eisman now. Jackson into the front court for the Tigers. Keeps his dribble alive, stops on the wing on the left side. Pass out top, catch there by Knutson. Down low to a Henderson. Whistle foul on the play. That'll be called on Preston Kinney. Preston's first, team third. 3:01 to go, first quarter here. 11-9 our score, and that's going to be called a shooting foul. Henderson will step to the line for 2 for the Tigers. First shot is up and good. Easton Moore checks in for the Chargers. Colson will go to the bench. And Henderson gets ready for the second of 2. That's up, off, and no good. Mercer pulls down the rebound. And it's 12-9, Tigers by 3. Chargers with it in the front court. Whitler with it on the wing on the left side. Top of the key to Mercer. Eli underneath. Tried to throw it, tried to get a weave, a pass in. Tigers are there to intercept. Second turnover on the Chargers. Working out 3 on the way. Good by Frederick. Hits the 3, and it's 15-9. Mobridge Pollock leading. And Chargers throw it down the court too far. Intercepted by Mobridge Pollock as the Chargers could not get control of that one. A 3 on the wing from the left side. That's off and no good. Ball coming down with it. It is Kinney to Yackley. Gives it off down Whitler into the front court for the Chargers. He'll pull back for a 3. That'll be good. Wesley with the 3. Hits it. 15-12. Mobridge Pollock by 3 with 2:14 to play first quarter. Into the front court coming up is Knutson. Into the front court has it for the Tigers. Off to Henderson. Henderson steps in to the high post right side. Puts up the shot up and good for 2. Tigers answer. They're out front by 5, 17-12. Back the other way. Moore with it. Easton over to Mercer. Eli puts up a 3. That's good. Eli Mercer with the 3. Hits it. 17-15. Mobridge Pollock with 1:48 to go here in the first quarter. Into the front court with it. Jackson Eisman, that is, rather, as he has it out top. Gives it out front with it to Frederick. Frederick over the wing on the right side. Catch there by Knutson. Out top, Henderson puts up a 3. Top of the key. Hits it. Henderson with the 3, the 6'6" center for the Tigers, and it's 20-15. Mobridge Pollock by 5. Chargers with the ball as Yackley with a jet on the wing on the left side. Makes a move towards the lane, gets the ball tipped away from him, gets it back under control. Out top, and Whitler with it. Wesley drives around, dumps it in underneath, tried to get it to Kinney, and it was through his hands, and the Tigers will steal it. Henderson comes into the front court for the Tigers. Drives baseline on the right side, throws it out top. Catch with it there is Knutson. With a minute to go in the quarter. Knutson with it, drives in, he's got an open gap, puts up the shot off the glass, up and good for 2. He's got 8, and it's 22-15. Tigers by 7. Chargers with the ball. Whitler into the front court with it. Wesley gives it over to Yackley. Jet with it on the wing on the right side. Dish off to Mercer. Eli baseline on the right side. He'll pull up for the 3. That'll be short, no good. Chases down his own rebound. Off of it to Moore. Easton for the Chargers. Back out to Mercer. Out to Whitler. Wesley drives in the lane, dumps it in underneath to Kinney. And he's stuck. He'll throw it back out to the perimeter. Whitler puts up a 3. Misses as the shot short. Tigers will change up. We've got Goodshield coming in for the Tigers, along with Easton Eisman coming in, and also number 14, Wyatt Henderson, as Shane Henderson will go to the bench. Tigers with it with 22.4 seconds to play. End of the first quarter. Coming up with it is Eisman. Eisman for the Tigers. Pass out top, around to the wing on the right side. With it is Knutson. Out top, 3 on the way, is up and off and no good. Down with the rebound, it is Moore. Easton for the Chargers, forwards it over to Westball. Teagan for the Chargers, over to Yackley, he puts up a 3. Good! At the buzzer! Jed Yackley hits the 3, pulls Sully Buttes to within 4. Tigers still out front though by 4, 22-18. You're listening to Charger Sports on Country 95.3, PureCountry.com, back in 1 minute.
AGE Corporation's contractors in crane service are proud supporters of Sully Butte Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
The Corner in Oneida reminds you they're open after the game for your snack and beverage needs. From hot stuffed pizzas and roasted chicken to wraps, salads, burgers, and much more. They also carry a large variety of beverages to quench your thirst. The Corner in Oneida has it all, and you'll find plenty of specials throughout the store. Remember, the Corner is open for your convenience after the game. Call ahead for orders. Bus is always welcome. The Corner in Oneida, 258-2400. 258-2400.
Welcome back as we get ready for second quarter action. Tigers out front by 4, 22-18. Out for Sully Buttes, it is Yackley, Westball, Whitler, Colson, and Barber. Out for the Tigers, it is Henderson along with Easton Eisman, Knutson, let's see, Frederick, and Jackson Eisman. Chargers start with the ball. Whitler with it in the front court. Wesley brings it around to the wing on the right side. Down to the corner with it to Yackley. Jet for the Chargers makes a move into the lane. Throws up the shot. Gets it to go. Nice move as he switched it over from his left hand to his right and scooped it up and dropped it in for the bucket. He's got 5, and it's 22-20. Mobridge Pollock with 7:35 in the first half to play. Into the front court. Frederick with it. Gives it in down low. Shot up and good for 2. That is by Eisman. Gets it, and he'll be fouled on the play. And the foul will be on Westball, and that'll be Teagan's first of the game. First team foul. He'll check out, and Easton Moore will check in once again here for the Chargers. And trying to complete the three-point play at the line is Easton Eisman. Gets the ball, shot, fired on the way, and off and no good. Barber comes down with a rebound for the Chargers. Knocked out of bounds as the Tigers will contest the inbounds. Yackley will toss it in. And we'll see if the Tigers will drop back, and Whitler will bring it up. Whitler for the Chargers. Wesley with 5 points in the game thus far. Whitler drives around on the right side. And a steal on the play by the Tigers as with it up and no good. And down with it. And they'll give it over. They'll give it over to the... They'll give it to the Tigers, get a baseline inbounds coming up for Mobridge Pollock. And inbounds, catch with it, Henderson. Throws it out top with it to Easton Eisman. Top of the key, Frederick with a 3 on the way, hits the 3. He's got 7, 27-20. Mobridge Pollock out front, Chargers with the ball. Whitler, check that, Yackley in the front court. Moore puts up a 3, that's off the mark and no good. Pushed it to the left. Knutson with the rebound for the Tigers. Turns and brings it up into the front court. Knutson pulls it out top, gets in the point position. Over to the right side. Catch with it there by Easton Eisman. Drives it in from the wing, and he's just outside the lane. Throws it into the lane, and a shot up and off, and no good. Came up short. Yackley picks the ball up and brings it into the front court. Off of it to Colson. Gavin puts up the shot, rolls it off, and no good. A 5-foot jumper. And the Tigers back down the other way, and they put it up and good for 2 by Frederick. Hits it, 29-20. Tigers by 9. Chargers with the ball. Moore into the front court, puts up a floater, hits it. Easton with the bucket, his first point, 29-22. Tigers by 7. Quickly back the other way, Frederick. A 3 on the way. That'll be off and no good. Moore with the rebound. Forwards it over to Yackley, over to Whitler. Wesley drive, puts up a floater, can't get it to go. Knocked out, it'll be Tiger ball. Mercer checks in for the Chargers. Now Whitler will come out. Wesley will catch a breather here for the Chargers. Sully Buttes trailing 29-22 to the Mobridge Pollock Tigers. And with it for the Tigers is Knutson into the front court. Knutson stops at the free throw line over to the wing on the right side. Henderson with the catch there. And off with it to Knutson. They pass it into the wing. And a three on the way from Henderson. That's off and no good. Moore gets the rebound. And Easton into the front court. Easton looks on the wing and stops on the wing on the right side. Cross courts it over to Colson as Gavin makes a move in down the lane. Puts up the shot. Can't get it to go. Just died as before it got to the rim. 29-22, score remains. Tigers out front with it. A three on the way from Jackson Eisman. That's off and no good. Ball kicks out and Colson is there to pick it up. He'll drive in, puts up the shot up and good for two. Gavin Colson with the bucket. He's got 7. 29-24, Tigers by 5. 5 minutes to go, first half. With it, it is Easton Eisman. Dumps it down the lane to Henderson. And with it, Colson. Gavin will turn and bring it up. Colson into the front court with it for the Chargers. Drives, try to put up the shot, and it's knocked out of. It gets blocked, and Colson goes flying out of bounds. It'll be Charger ball. Whitler will come back in for the Chargers. Colson will go to the bench with 4:44 to play in the second. Mobridge Pollock 29, Sully Buttes 24 in boys basketball play. Yackley throws it in with the catches. Whitler goes for the jump shot on the right side. Banks it in. Up and good for 2. Wesley with 7 in the game now. 29-26. Tigers by 3. Into the front court with it. Jackson Eisman for the Tigers. Over to the wing on the right side. Knutson. Catch over there by that is by Goodshield. And they get it to the wing on the left side. Around the perimeter they go once again. Knutson on the wing on the right side. Easton Eisman drives baseline on the right side. Can't get the shot to go. Whitler is there for the rebound. Outlet pass to Yackley. As Jet in the front court. Stops on the wing on the left side. Pass out top to Moore. Over to Mercer. Off to Whitler, who gets it under control. Throws it over to Moore. Easton, top of the key to Yackley. Jet over to Mercer, puts up the shot, can't get it to go. Barber for the putback, can't get that to go. And that gets knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Sully Buttes. It'll be Mobridge Pollock ball. Tegan Westball checks in for the Chargers as Moore will come out with 3:48 to play in the second quarter. Mobridge Pollock 29, Sully Buttes 26. Tigers with the ball. With it is Knutson. Cale Knutson for Mobridge Pollock. Into the front court. Has it for the Tigers. Drives around on the left side, right side, puts up the shot, can't get it to go. Mercer comes down with a rebound and gets rid of it. He'll give it to Yackley. Jet into the front court on the far side. Drives into the lane, and we've got contact. A foul on the play on the Tigers. Foul will be called. That'll be on Jackson Eisman, his second personal. That's the first team foul of the quarter for the Tigers. Chargers with 1 as well. Baseline inbounds for Sully Buttes. Inbounds catch to Mercer. He put up the shot, can't get it to go. Whitler gets the rebound, turn at the free throw line, put the jump shot. That's no good. Henderson down for the rebound for the Tigers. Over to Jackson Eisman. He'll bring it across the timeline into the front court. As gets it over to the wing on the left side. Catches it there. Off of it, a 3 on the way. Open is up and off and no good. Ball kicked around, and we've got a foul under the basket. Foul on the play. Foul will be called on Henderson, and that'll be his second personal. And looks like Tegan Westball, he took a shot. He went down. Number 23 is a pretty solid young man. And the Chargers will get the ball, trailing by 3, 29-26. Been kind of a scoring drought for both clubs here with 2:55 to play first half. Whitler into the front court. Barber comes around for the screen out from underneath. Gives it to Whitler. Wesley puts up the shot. No good. Loose ball. Tracking it down, Eisman for Mobridge Pollock. He'll bring it up. Across the timeline in the front court. Drives on the left side. Brings it out to the wing. A 3 on the way. Rims out. No good. Yackley under the basket for the rebound. Outlets it to Mercer. Eli in the wing on the left side. Stops there. Shovel pass over to Yackley. Jet has it at the free throw line. A jump shot on the way is off and no good. And they're going to get Gavin Barber for contact foul. And he'll pick up his first personal. That's the second team foul. 2:22 to go here. Two's wild. 29-26. Tigers as checking out is Knutson. Coming in is, I believe we got Frederick that just checked in for the Tigers. And up with it into the front court. With it, Frederick on the wing on the left side. A three on the way is up and good by Eisman. Three hits it on the baseline. 32-26. Mobridge Pollock by 6. Chargers with the ball. Whitler, or check that. That is Yackley. Over to Westball. Teagan, jump shot from the free throw line. Off the back iron and out. No good. Henderson in position for the rebound. Outlet pass goes to Eisman. Jackson into the front court for the Tigers. Keeping it on the left side. Frederick with it. Dish off pass there to Easton Eisman. Out to the wing on the left side. Three on the way. It hits it. That is by Jackson Eisman with the three. And we've got a timeout on the court. 35-26. A 30-second timeout. Back in 30. You're listening to Charger Sports and Country 95.3. PureCountry.com. Back in 30.
Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, they make banking easier with convenient mobile banking. Enjoy on-the-go, secure access to your account balances, recent account activity, and check images, as well as the ability to transfer funds and make mobile deposits. Visit mysunrisebank.com today or download the mobile banking app. Sunrise Bank Dakota is a proud sponsor of Sully Buttes athletics and activities and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, member FDIC.
Saturday afternoon, it's girls basketball action. Charger girls getting back out onto the court, this time in Warner. As, the home portion of the Chargers schedule is done. They'll be taking on Waverly South Shore Saturday afternoon at 2:30, 2:15 pregame here on Country 95.3, PureCountry.com. As they're going to mop up a couple of spots on the floor. Out for the Chargers, it is Westball, Kinney, Mercer, Whitler, and Yackley. Out for the Tigers, it is Jackson Eisman along with Goodshield. Whitler catches it on the rebound, catches it in as he throws it over to Westball. A reach-in foul on the play will be called on Eisman. Jackson Eisman, that'll be his third personal. And the Chargers will inbound by the scorer's bench in the back court. Yackley comes back to get it. Jet into the front court. Over to Westball. Teagan looking for a cutter over. Whitler gets it. He'll drive around on the left side. Puts up a floater and puts it down. Good for two. Wesley with the bucket. We've got a... they're gonna have Henderson come out. He's got some blood on his elbow. And... so the officials are going to have a stoppage of play here. And now they'll wrap it up. And try to get it cleaned off. Any debris or any blood droplets, they try to get it off with the jersey. And we've got the stoppage. You're listening to Sully Butte Sports and Country 95.3 KLXS Pier. DT Meyer from the gym in Mobridge as the Tigers with the lead 35-28 over Sully Buttes with 1:12 to go in the first half. Tigers with the ball in the front court. Knutson over the wing on the left side. Room driving on the left side. That's Jackson Eisman, no good. Henderson for the putback, up and good for two. Shane Henderson with the bucket. He's got 10 in the game. And it's 37-28. Tigers by 9 with a minute to play in the first half. Yackley with the ball over to Mercer, or to Whitler. Westy puts up a three. That's no good. And the Tigers up with it. Quickly pushing it up is Knutson into the front court. Over to Henderson. Down the baseline. On the right side, Goodshield. Back to Henderson. Hands off with it to Eisman. Eisman over to Knutson wing on the left side. Knutson brings it around the arc. Stops on the wing. A three on the way from Goodshield is up and off and no good. Chargers there for the rebound. Yackley will turn and bring it up. Jet into the front court for the Chargers with the shot clock off with 23 seconds to play. Chargers trailing 37-28. And Whitler will come out to control it here with 15 to play. He'll be shadowed by Knutson. Whitler will drive in, goes in for the dumps it as he tries to get it over. And Whitler throws up the shot, can't get it to go. That's the end of the first half. After one half of play, Mobridge Pollock 37, Sully Buttes 28. You're listening to Charger Sports and Country 95.3, PureCountry.com. Back in 3 minutes for the Blue Goose halftime report. Stats, scores, and more on the way.
Hometown shopping at its best. Don's Food Center has what you want and where you need it most. Right in Oneida. Enjoy a great selection of groceries, fresh meat and produce, friendly service, and more. Get all your snacks for the big game at Don's Food Center. Don's Food Center is a proud supporter of Sully Buttes Athletics and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Don's Food Center, where parking is convenient, shopping is easy, and your time is priority.
Venture Communications provides blazing fast speeds for affordable internet services. Streaming has never been so easy as it is with these super fast speeds. Don't want to leave the house to mail in that pesky bill? That's okay. Venture Communications allows you to pay your bill online or with an e-bill mobile app. They have local support to help with all of your needs. Contact Venture Communications at 605-852-2224 or visit our website at venturecom.net. YAG Air Incorporated is your locally owned ag chemical and seed retailer. YAG Air Incorporated offers reliable ground and aerial application. For the latest seed and chemical pricing, contact Kyle at 605-280-8710 or Tony at 605-280-4771. YAG Air for all your ag chemical and seed needs. Kyle 605-280-8710 or Tony 605-280-4771.
Are you looking for a reliable vehicle to haul the family around in? Maybe you're searching for the perfect tailgating vehicle. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it at Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, Pierre, and Gettysburg. Lamb Chevrolet has a great selection of SUVs and crossovers to choose from. Check out the entire inventory online at lambmotor.com. Lamb Chevrolet and Implement, located in Oneida, Pierre, and Gettysburg. Go Chargers!
Eric's Custom Repair supports Sully Butte Sports and its athletes. Eric's Custom Repair is your trusted mechanic located in Agar. Stop into the gas and convenience store to fuel up and fill up too. Eric's Custom Repair, located on Highway 83 in Agar. Call today to schedule an appointment. 605-258-2137. That's 605-258-2137 for Eric's Custom Repair of Agar. Go get 'em, Chargers.
At Purus, we play to win, which led to being named the most innovative food company of 2021. For over 30 years, we have worked to develop the highest quality peas from plant-based protein on the market, which is sourced from several South Dakota farmers. Our alliance with farmers allows us to build a safe and secure food supply in the United States. Join our Herald production team and make moves, because at Purus, it's not just a job, it's a career. Apply online, PURIS.com. Purus, born and bred in the USA.
Whitner Seed Farm, already known for high-quality certified seed wheat, and now they're your Beck Hybrids dealer. Jesse and Sherry Whitler and family are proud supporters of students and athletes of Sully Buttes and wish them all the best this season. Whitner Seed Farm is the industry leader in variety, selection, seed treatments, and their loading is second to none. Visit WhitlerSeedFarm.com or give Jesse a call at 605-280-0152. Your source for seed for every acre, located in Agar and Oneida. Whitler Seed Farm, 605-280-0152.
Welcome back. DT along with you. Good to have you on board. It is halftime as the hometown Mobridge Pollock Tiger boys leading the Chargers 37-28 at the midway mark. The Tiger girls defeated Sully Buttes 61-34 in the first matchup. But let's run down scoring. 10 points for Shane Henderson, 9 for Shooter Frederick, 8 for Cale Knutson, 7 for Easton Eisman, 3 for Jackson Eisman, for a total of 37 for the Tigers. That's pretty balanced scoring. And the Tigers 2 of 5 from the free throw line. I had them in the books for 2 turnovers for the Tigers. Just 2. That's mistake-free basketball, ladies and gentlemen. Running down the other scores for the Chargers. 9 points for Wesley Whitler, 7 for Gavin Colson, 5 for Eli Mercer, 5 for Jet Yackley, 2 for Easton Moore. And that's all the scores. And the Chargers from the free throw line were 3 of 4. They did not take a shot from the free throw line in that second quarter. And I have the Chargers in the books for 5 turnovers. Score at the end of the first quarter, Tigers led 22-18. They outscored Sully Buttes 15-10 in that second quarter. Personal fouls, 2 for Gavin Colson, otherwise 1 each for Kinney, Barber, and Westball. For the Tigers, 3 for Jackson Eisman, 1 for Knutson, 1 for Easton Eisman, 2 for Shane Henderson. And that's it as far as the personal fouls are concerned. So that's a look at the first half. We'll get ready for second half action. Come on back. Looking at the road ahead. Not much further to travel before the end of the season. You're listening to Sully Butte Sports on Country 95.3, PureCountry.com. We'll be back right after this 3-minute timeout on KLXS Pier.
Get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and coworkers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida, proud to be a supporter of Sully Butte Sports.
At 83 Ag Sales, we specialize in precision planting to help you create a growing environment that will maximize your efficiency and crop yields. We're committed to helping you improve your planting and production with the best technology available. Located in Oneida, 83 Ag Sales, here to make the most of your growing season. Call us at 605-222-5385. We can help you choose the right components for your equipment and your operation.
Access Health Oneida welcomes new and established patients, offering chronic and acute care for all ages, including evaluation for illness and injuries, immunizations, lab testing, wellness exams, and DOT and sports physicals. Same-day appointments are available, and most major insurances are accepted. Wishing the Sully Butte Chargers good luck this season from Access Health Oneida, assuring access to quality health care. AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Butte Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at AgTegra, you help us make a difference in your community. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
Teamwork is important to Barber Chemical in Oneida. With a full-time agronomist, sprayers, and licensed applicators, they have the team to get the job done. Their fully stocked warehouse will always have the latest products and technology available. Service, quality, and efficiency. That's the game plan at Barber Chemical. See Barber Chemical for your soil and tissue sampling needs. Good luck, Chargers, from your teammates at Barber Chemical in Oneida.
Hey, make sure you be a good sport, won't you? Be a good sport, whether at the field or in the gym. Good sportsmanship is a responsibility, whether you're at home or on the road. Show your respect to the players, the fans, and the facility. Arrive alive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office and Sully County Sheriff Bill Stahl. DT Meyer along with you as we get ready to go for the second half in the boys contest, game 2 of our doubleheader here. The hometown Mobridge Pollock Tigers leading the Chargers 37-28 in boys basketball play as the Tiger girls knocked off the Chargers 61-34, outscoring them 23-9 in that fourth quarter to pull away for that victory to push their mark to 14-2 in the season. The Chargers drop to 7-10. So that's how that all shakes out. As Chargers coming out, it'll be Mercer, Whitler, Westfall, Colson, and Barber. Now for the Chargers, starting 5. As the Tigers, let's see, we'll get Henderson along with Frederick, Jackson Eisman, Easton Eisman, and Knudsen. Starting 5 for the Tigers. As we get ready to go, Mobridge Pollock will start with the ball as they throw it in, and we are underway in the second half. As the Tigers up with it, Knudsen into the front court. To the left side, he gets it back on the wing, gives it up out top. With it, there is Jackson Eisman over with the Knudsen wing on the left side. Crossover pass to Easton Eisman, and then he gets it back to Frederick. Tigers working it around the perimeter and down low to Henderson. Puts it up and good for 2. In down low, and the 6'6" senior dropped it in good for his 12th point. 39-28. It's Mobridge Pollock. Different Tigers starting the scoring here in the second half. With it, Whitler. Wesley for the Chargers. Drives through, puts up the shot. Can't get it to go. Wow. And on the layup, he missed the mark. Tigers bring it back the other way into the front court. Jump ball called. Chargers will get it. Trailing 39-28, trailing by 11. Whitler will bring it up here for Sully Butte. He'll be met at the line by Easton Eisman. Whitler with it, Wesley. Over to Mercer. Eli, top of the key, drives down, throws up tried to throw up a shot, stripped and taken away by the Tigers. The outlet, the pass over to the far side and into the front court with it is Knudsen. Check that, that was Frederick. Out top, Frederick with it, has the top of the key over to the wing on the right side. For the Tigers, they get it in down low to Knudsen, to Henderson back. He'll throw up a 3, hits the 3. Knudsen with the 3. He's got 11 points in the game. And there is a 30-second timeout. Chargers are going to take another 30. We're back in 30. You're listening to Charger Sports and Country 95.3, PureCountry.com, KLXS Pierre, 30 seconds.
At Bank West, our philosophy is simple, helping customers succeed and communities prosper. When you choose Bank West, you also choose hometown service and South Dakota values. And the money you invest with us stays in the local community, building a brighter future for all. For a bank that always puts customers and communities first, choose Bank West. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Learn more at bankwest-sd.bank. Member FDIC.
Tigers are doing an excellent job defensively here tonight as they shut the Chargers down. Whitler, Wesley has 9 points in the game. And Tigers' lead is 14 now. 42-28. 6:27 to play in the third quarter. Whitler, Colson, Westball, Mercer, and Barber out for the Chargers. As Colson brings it into the front court for Sully Butte to the wing on the left side with it. Barber out top to Westball. Colson with it makes a move towards the lane. Dish pass over to Whitler. Wesley jumps in, throws up the shot, gets it to go. Caught just enough of the rim to drop through, but man, they just seem forced. And he finally gets his 11th point on the night, and it's now 42-30. Ipswich, the Mobridge Pollock Tigers by a dozen. In the front court, a catch and 3 on the way is up and good by Frederick. Hits the 3, drains it. 15-point lead for Mobridge Pollock now, 45-30 over the Sully Butte Charger boys. Colson with it, catches it baseline on the left side, and we've got a foul on the play. That'll be called on Jackson Eisman. That'll be his 4th. They've got him for 3 in the books here, but it is 4. And it'll be baseline inbounds coming up for the Chargers now. That's the first team foul for either side. Whitler catches the 3, catches it, puts up a 3 and hits it. 45-33. Tigers by 12 and a timeout on the court. We'll take a 60 and come on back. You're listening to Charger Sports and Country 95.3. Back in a minute.
At Ringneck Energy, our mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production. enhances the income of our investor partners, and provides a safe, rewarding work environment. Ringneck Energy, located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida. Call 605-945-6900 and check out our website, www.ringneckenergy.com. Ringneck Energy in Oneida, creating economic opportunities in our community.
Koenig of Oneida, Pierre, and Winter has provided our services to growers of South Dakota for over 50 years. We focus on providing our customers with the products, services, and attention to detail that each farmer needs to succeed. For your individual needs of custom spraying, liquid or dry fertilizer, chemical, soil sampling, seed sales, and treating, stop in and see us at Koenig with offices located in Oneida, Pierre, and Winter.
Listen after the game for the Country 95.3 post-game show as the Chargers will get you the wrap-up in scoring and also our players of the game, the Colson Farms Unsung Hero Award, and also the Yackley Ranches Player of the Game. Player of the game for the girls was Paige Bacher, who finished the night 21 points, even though albeit in a loss, 61-34 to the Mobridge Pollock Tigers. The girls and the Tiger boys leading the Chargers by a dozen, 45-33, with 5:25 to go in the third quarter. A steal on the play. Chargers with it. Colson over to Whitler, and Wesley puts up the shot, gets it up and good for two, hits it, and is fouled on the play going up. Foul on the play. Foul called. That'll be on Goodshield. Goodshield with his first. Westball checks out for the Chargers now as Jet Yackley comes in. And Whitler going to the line, trying to complete the old-fashioned three. As he steps to the line for the free throw, and it's up and good. Hits it. And it's now 45-36. Mobridge Pollock by 9. Quickly into the front court for the Tigers. With it in the paint, up and good for two. That is by Easton Eisman. Hits it. And it's 47-36. The Tigers answer. Into the front court, Colson. Gavin for the Chargers. Goes down the lane, puts up the floater. Can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound. Tries to throw it back out. The Tigers intercept. And into the front court, Easton Eisman with it. Driving around on the left side. And be a baseline inbounds coming up for the Tigers. And the foul on the play called on Eli Mercer, his first. And that's the team first. Mobridge Pollock with two. There's 4:53 to play in the third quarter. Tigers with the lead, 47-36. Inbounds catch with it. Frederick on the wing on the left side, out top to Goodshield. Wing on the left side now controlling is Easton Eisman. Top of the key to Knutson to get it down low to a Frederick. Goodshield gets it back, throws it over to Henderson. No drive baseline on the right side. Oh, travel call. Fourth turnover on the Tigers. And the Chargers will bring it up. Whitler will bring it up here for Sully Buttes. It'll be met at the line by Easton Eisman. Now Colson will control out front for the Chargers. Over to Barber with it to Yackley. Jet over to Colson. Throws it in underneath to Mercer. Eli brings it around to the wing on the right side. Thought about a three, pulled it back down. Over to Yackley. Jet puts up a floater down the lane. Can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound. And he gets it knocked out. And we've got a jump ball call. Possession gives it over to the Tigers. As Jet got it stripped away, but he stayed at it, doggedly stayed at it. As Stoik checks in for the Tigers, Goodshield will go to the bench. And Mobridge Pollock will get ready to toss it in. Inbounds catch with it to Easton Eisman. Knutson will control in the backcourt, pass in the front court, catch with it there, Stoik. Stoik for the Tigers. As I get a pass over to Henderson. Henderson for the Tigers goes to the baseline right side. Gives it up to Knutson on the wing on the right side. In the paint underneath. And the Tigers lose it out of bounds. Bounce pass in from Easton Eisman to Henderson off of the mark. And the Chargers will get the ball back trailing by 11, 47-36. 3:45 to go in the third quarter. Up with it for the Chargers. It is Wesley. Into the lane, jump shot. And a travel call. Whitler stepped in. As the Tigers get the ball, it'll be the Chargers' 8th turnover on the night. Henderson with the catch at midcourt. Dump over to Easton Eisman into the front court for Mobridge. Pollock stops at the free throw line. Over to Henderson, back out top into the key. Wing on the right side. Knutson backs out and makes a start towards the lane. Off to Henderson. Henderson has it on the wing on the right side. Pass gets tipped away and he'll lose it, and Colson will pick it up for the breakaway. And a foul as Colson goes up for the shot. He is fouled on the play by Frederick. They got him on the arm. That's Frederick's first, and that'll put 2 at the line here for Colson. And 2 coming up here now for Gavin at the free throw line. He's got 7 points in the game, looking for his first points of the second half. Shot on the way, out, no good. Yackley checks out for the Chargers. Easton Moore coming in. Colson gets ready for the second and 2. And Gavin for the Chargers. Second shot, that one goes. Gavin with 8 points, and it's now 47-37. Mobridge Pollock out front by 10 over Sully Buttes. With it for the Tigers, Easton Eisman. Past the front court goes to Henderson. Shane Henderson, the 6'6" center. Throws it back out to the perimeter. Easton Eisman catches it on the wing on the right side. Eisman throws up a 3. That's off and no good. Ball kicks out, and Whitler bringing it into the front court, 2-on-2. He goes up for the floater, gets it to go, hits it up and good for 2. 47-39. Tigers by 8 in the backcourt. With it is Cade Knutson. Brings it into the front court for the Tigers. Stops on the right side. Pass tip, but controlled by the Tigers. Knutson resets his dribble and has it out front. Knutson. The right side with it, Easton Eisman. Stops on the wing. Down to the corner. Henderson puts up a 3. Hits the 3. Good for 3. Henderson with the bucket. A timeout on the court. The Tigers are going to take a 60. We're back in a minute. You're listening to Sully Butte Sports on Country 95.3, PureCountry.com. Mobridge Pollock out front, 50-39.
Hometown shopping at its best. Don's Food Center has what you want and where you need it most. Right in Oneida. Enjoy a great selection of groceries, fresh meat and produce, friendly service, and more. Get all your snacks for the big game at Don's Food Center. Don's Food Center is a proud supporter of Sully Butte's athletics and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Don's Food Center, where parking is convenient, shopping is easy, and your time is priority.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
We are back after the Tigers take a timeout, leading 50-39. Chargers leading the Chargers by 11. 3 3-pointers in this quarter, one for Frederick, one for Knutson, and one for Henderson for the Tigers. For the Chargers, 1 3-pointer, that was by Wesley Whitler in this quarter. Sully Butte will start with the ball, trailing by 11 with 2:05 to go in the third. Whitler brings it across the timeline into the front court. Brings it around to the wing on the right side, goes up for the shot, blocked on the play by Frederick. Chargers with a baseline inbounds coming up. Inbounds catch, Whitler with it. Out to Mercer, around over to Easton Moore, puts up a 3, hits it! Easton with a 3 for the Chargers. Sully Butte trails by 8 now, 50-42, 1:45 in the third. Tigers with the ball into the front court with that Henderson. Over to the wing on the left side, there is Knutson. Keeps it under control on the wing on the left side. Gives it out front to Henderson, who brings it over, looks to the right side off of the Stoik, who is in control. And he has it on the wing on the left side. Passing in the low blocks, it goes to Henderson. Goes up for the shot, can't get it to go. Put back, up, and the Chargers for the steal. And there'll be a... And they caught Wesley Whitler for for a travel on the play. And the Chargers thought they had a breakaway, but the Tigers will get it on the turnover. That'll be turnover number 9 on Sully Buttes. Tigers with the ball in the backcourt. Crossing into the front court is Easton Eisman. Over to Frederick. Gets a pass on the wing on the right side. Eisman with it. Down to the corner. It goes to Knutson. Easton Eisman with it. Over to the left side. Knutson puts up a 3. Hits the 3. Shooter Frederick. Yeah, that's his 4th 3-pointer on the night. 53-42, Tigers by 11. Chargers with the ball. With it is Colson. Gavin on the wing on the left side. Drives it toward the baseline. Picks up his dribble, throws it in to Whitler. Puts up the shot, can't get it to go. Go the line to shoot 2. I believe that's going to be on Stoik. Stoik with the foul. It will be. And Whitler will step to the line to shoot a couple. Wesley. 11, 13, 16, 18, 19. He's got 19 points. Rattles the first shot in and out, no good. Westball checks in for the Chargers now as Mercer checks out. Stoik checks out for the Tigers. Goodshield back in for Mobridge Pollock. And Whitler gets ready for the 2nd and 2 for the Chargers at the line. Second shot, that one is good. He now has 20 in the game. The Chargers trail by 10, 53-43, with 37 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. Tigers with it. Dish pass to Knutson. Down to the corner to Goodshield. Has it on the baseline on the right side. Arcs a pass out top. Catch there, Knutson for the Tigers. We've got whistle, foul. Foul called on Westball. Teagan, they say, got too much body. As the Tigers will inbounds in front of their bench. That's the second team foul for the Chargers. Tigers with 4. And a cross-court pass down to the baseline. A 3, it goes over as Frederick puts up the floater and hits it. 55-43, Tigers by a dozen with 15 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. Whitler into the front court with it for the Chargers. Brings it around in front of the scorer's bench. Now starts it up as he'll bring it around to the top, throws it underneath to Kinney, and we've got a foul on the play. Oh, went up and through, and the bucket will count for Kinney. They'll call it a goaltending with 1.1 to play in the 3rd quarter. And they'll get the ball up. They'll straighten out the net. And the Tigers have 1.1 seconds here in the 3rd quarter to try to get a catch and heave off as he inbounds with it to Henderson. He'll launch it off of the backboard, and after 3 quarters of play, it is Mobridge Pollock 55, Sully Buttes 45. You're listening to Charger Sports on Country 95.3, PureCountry.com. Back in 1 minute.
Terry and Peggy Barber and family with Brett's Spray Service in Pierre, Oneida would like to wish the Sully Buttes Chargers good luck with tonight's game and all season long. Call Brett's Spray Service today at 258-2743 for all your aerial application and retail chemical sales needs. The Barbers would like to remind you what Henry Ford once said, that when everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it.
Venture Communications provides blazing fast speeds for affordable internet services. Streaming has never been so easy as it is with these super fast speeds. Don't want to leave the house to mail in that pesky bill? That's okay. Venture Communications allows you to pay your bill online or with an e-bill mobile app. They have local support to help with all of your needs. Contact Venture Communications at 605-852-2224 or visit our website at venturecom.net.
Welcome back. DT with you. 1, 2, 3. And the Chargers 6 of 9 from the free throw line, trailing by 10, 55-45. As the Chargers come out, it is Whitler, Colson, Mercer, Barber, and Yackley. Out for the Tigers, Goodshield, along with Frederick and Knutson, Easton Eisman, and Henderson. As the Chargers start with the ball, Wesley Whitler into the front court as we're underway. Chargers trail by 10, 55-45. Whitler around on the right side, off with it to Yackley. Jet makes a move on the wing, makes a move into the lane, puts up the floater, can't get it to go. Rebound by Goodshield for the Tigers. Goodshield Pass in the front court. Catch made there by Knutson. Wing on the right side. Back to Goodshield. Cross courts it over to Easton Eisman. Playing catch out front. Tigers to the high post. They go. Getting back out to the wing on the right side. Easton Eisman with it. Cross court pass to Goodshield, who put up a three. Hits the three. Goodshield with the three. And man, oh man, sometimes you just gotta tip your hat to them. Man, they ain't missing anything tonight. Tigers are in control by 13, 58-45 over Sully Buttes. Charger Whitler gets stripped of the ball. With it is Easton Eisman, puts it up and good. No, check that. That was by Knutson. Hits it, and there is a timeout on the court. 60-45, 15-point lead for Ipswich. Back in 1 minute on Country 95.3, PureCountry.com.
Building new, remodeling a little or a lot, or replacing the old with the new, Oliver Construction in Oneida is reliable, honest, and affordable in helping you make your house the home you've always dreamed of. Large or small, inside or out, give Oliver Construction a call at 295-2289 for all of your home construction and remodeling needs. Oliver Construction, 295-2289.
Score big on your next vehicle purchase with Lamb Motor Company in Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre. Check out their large selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs at any one of their locations, or go online to lambmotor.com. That's LAMBMOTOR.com. Or give them a call today at 800-952-2222. Lamb Motor Company of Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre.
Welcome back, everybody. Hi, DT along with you as it is 60-45. Mobridge, Pollock. Man, I'm telling you, the Tigers are just on fire. Some nights you're the windshield, and other nights you're the bug, man. And tonight the Chargers are the bug because the Tigers are just taking care of business at home on their home court, leading the Chargers by 15 points. With 6:48 to play in the ball game. Sully Buttes with it in the front court. Colson with it on the wing on the right side. They throw it down to Yackley. Jet for the Chargers. Kicks it back out to Whitler. Wesley has the top of the key. Goes in, puts up the shot. Travel call. As the Tigers will inbounds here. Now the Chargers try to put on some full court pressure. It is Easton Eisman along with Knutson, Henderson, Goodshield, and Frederick. In the front court, Easton Eisman for the Tigers. Has it out front. Across there, whips it over to Goodshield. Goodshield back over to playing catch. Trying to throw it in underneath as Frederick puts up the shot up and good for two, of course. And he's fouled on the play. Bucket's good. Foul called on Gavin Barber. Gavin with his second personal. 62-45. And it'll put shooter Frederick to the line. Frederick, 19 points on the night. Going for 20. It's up and it's good. 63-45. Ipswich leading, Mobridge Pollock leading Sully Buttes. Getting my Tigers mixed up here. But there's no doubt about it. Mobridge Pollock has been in control, girls and boys, tonight. Ball goes out of bounds. Chargers miss, came up short on the shot. Tigers get it on the turnover. Inbounds catch. Knutson with it. To midcourt to Henderson. Down the court. Catch to Goodshield. Puts a reverse layup up and good for two. 65-45. Mobridge Pollock by 20 as Mercer puts up a three. That's off the iron and out, no good. Down with the rebound with the Whitler catches it and throws up a three. That's no good. Jet Yackley puts it back up and good for two. 65-47. Tigers with it by 18. Into the front court with it, Knutson over to Goodshield. Pass into the paint, gets it back, kicks it out to the wing, and we have contact. Under the basket. Foul called on Mercer, on Eli. His second personal. Baseline inbounds coming up for the Tigers. Inbounds with it. They throw it off the back of Jet Yackley. And he missed the shot going in because he threw it off of Yackley's back. And then the Chargers we'll throw the we'll get the foul on the play, and that'll be called on Gavin Colson with his third, and that's the third team foul for the Chargers. And at the line, it is Knutson to shoot two. First shot is up and good. Yackley checks out for the Chargers. Easton Moore coming in. With 5:27 to go. 66-47. Tigers trying to go up by 20. Shot on the way. Indeed it is. Good. 67-47. Mobridge Pollock leading Sully Buttes. Chargers with the ball in the front court. Whitler over to Moore. Easton loses it out of bounds. Throws it out, and the Chargers keep it under control. Whitler has it out top. Whitler with it. And we've got contact, a foul on the play. It'll be called on Henderson. Henderson with his third personal. As Goodshield checks out, number 4, Jackson Eisman comes in. He's got 4 personal. And the Chargers will inbounds on the far side in the front court. Whitler with the catch. And we're back underway. Colson with it for the Chargers. Into the kicks it out to the perimeter. Mercer puts up a 3. Misses the mark. And a foul under the basket. Foul called on Gavin Barber. Gavin's third personal. That's the 4th team foul. Tigers have 1 with 5:03 to play in the ball game. Tigers ready for the inbounds. Catch with it. Goes over with it. Frederick gets the ball. Brings it into the front court. Loses a handle on it. And there to pick it up was Barber. Gavin gives it over to Gavin Colson. Off to Mercer. Eli puts up a 3. That's off the mark. And wow. Gavin Barber jumped out of bounds, threw it off of Frederick, and Sully Buttes will keep possession of that ball. Trailing by 20, 67-47. Inbounds lob. Out top it goes to Mercer. Over to Whitler. Wesley on the wing on the right side. Cross courts it over to Moore. Top of the key to Mercer. Eli puts up a 3. That's off of the mark and no good. In the catch in the lane by Henderson. With it, Frederick now will walk it up with 4:30 to go in the ball game. Out to Jackson Eisman. Knutson with it on the wing on the left side. Out top to Henderson. Tigers are taking their time, picking out their shot. Frederick with it. Over to the wing on the right side. Easton Eisman puts up a 3. That's off and no good. Ball kicks out. Whitler picks it up in stride. Throws it down to Colson. Gavin up and good. Hits the bucket. Hits the runner. He's got 10. 67-49. Tigers by 18. In the backcourt, Jackson Eisman crosses the timeline. Pass in underneath. Ball with it. Oh, lost it. I believe, no, there's going to be a foul on the play. That'll be called on Gavin Barber. Gavin with his 4th personal, as Kinney will check in. He was trying to check in. And that's going to be 2 at the line. That's the 5th team foul. And Henderson will shoot 2 for the Tigers at the line. First shot rims out, no good. Kinney checks in for Barber now, and Jet Yackley comes in for Mercer. With 3:53 to play, it is Mobridge Pollock 67, Sully Buttes 49. And the Tigers are schooling the Chargers on both ends of the court. 68-49 after Henderson made the second shot. Quickly down the court, Moore is there. He puts it up and good for 2, and the Tigers. And they timeout, a full timeout back in 1 minute. You're listening to Charger Sports on Country 95.3, PureCountry.com, back in a minute.
Whitler Seed Farm, already known for high-quality certified seed wheat, and now they're your Beck Hybrids dealer. Jesse and Sherry Whitler and family are proud supporters of students and athletes of Sully Buttes and wish them all the best this season. Whitler Seed Farm is the industry leader in variety, selection, seed treatments, and their loading is second to none. Visit WhitlerSeedFarm.com or give Jesse a call at 605-280-0152. Your source for seed for every acre. Located in Agar and Oneida, Whitler Seed Farm, 605-280-0152.
Like 2 peas in a pod, some things are just better together. And that is why chiropractic and acupuncture go hand in hand to reduce stress, peak performance, and maximize wellness. Whether you're cheering from the stands or scoring the points, your body needs to recharge and reset between games. Let acupuncture and chiropractic help carry you through the season. Shared care with Dr. Jess and Dr. Allie is a sure way to a secure victory. Stop in and see us on Main Street in Oneida or call to schedule today. 258-2626, 258-2626.
68-51, Mobridge Pollock leading Sully Butte. 3:45 to play in the game. And the Tigers have been in control both sides of the court here tonight, man, and they just cannot miss. They are running like a well-oiled machine. And the Chargers here, despite mediocre shooting, yeah, they're just getting outplayed here as the Tigers bring it into the front court. With it is Jackson Eisman. Gets it over to Knutson. Knutson on the right side. Dish off with it. Frederick. Pass in. Ball tipped. But there to get it is Jackson Eisman driving on the driving it as they tried to drive baseline. The ball was tipped, but the Tigers control. With it is Frederick. Throws it down low to Henderson. Gets it. Trying to throw it in down low. And Colson with the steal for the Chargers. Gavin out top to Whitler. Wesley for the Chargers with 3:08 to play in the game. With it to Moore. Easton on the wing on the left side. Pass out top. Around over to Yackley. Jet over to Whitler. Wesley on the wing on the right side. He'll turn for the shot. Is blocked by Henderson. Partially blocked, and the Tigers pick up the ball after the partial block. Knutson brings it up for Mobridge Pollock. Over to Jackson Eisman. Now with it, it is Frederick. Frederick turns, puts up the shot. No good. Foul on the play. That'll put 2 at the line here coming up for Henderson. Foul called on Easton Moore. Easton's first of the night. And that's, well, the Tigers shooting 2 in the final 2 minutes and 40 seconds here. As Henderson will go to the line to shoot 2. He hits the first shot. He is from the free throw line 1, 2, 3, 4. He's 5. He is 3 of 5 from the free throw line thus far in the game. And it's a 69-51 lead for Mobridge Pollock over Sully Butte. Second shot up and good. As Henderson will check out, Stoik will come in for the Tigers, leading 70-51 with 2:40 to go in the game. Frederick checks out for the Tigers. Stoik checks in along with Goodshield, and the Chargers will bring it up with 2:35 to go in the ball game. Whitler with it. Over to Moore. Easton for the Chargers. Back to Colson. Gavin drives baseline on the right side. Fakes the shot. Pumps up. Goes out. Hits it up and good for 2. Foul on the play by Stoik. Colson hit the jumper, and he'll go to the line for the bonus. Shot is up and rattles home good. He's got 13 points, and there's a timeout on the court. Just a 30-second back. I tell you what, we'll keep it here. Chargers trail 70-54 to Mobridge Pollock in boys basketball play tonight. Hey, make sure you be an example, won't you? Driving sober shows your passengers and others that you take responsibility for them and yourself. Arrive alive. Don't drink and drive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office and Sully County Sheriff Bill Stahl. DT Meyer along with you. Remaining games coming up here for the Chargers. The girls in action Saturday afternoon, that is, at the Warner Classic, taking on Waverly South Shore. Next week, Charger girls and boys at Sunshine Bible Academy for a doubleheader. Girls game first, about 6:15. Boys game will follow. We will not broadcast that. 1 week from tonight, Chargers in Fulton, taking on the Fulton area Trojans. Girls will go first, about 6:15. Boys game will follow on that, and we will have that contest. And then on Saturday afternoon, the Charger boys will be at the Warner Classic, taking on the Lower Brule Sioux. Tough one, 2:30 start in that game. And then one more for the boys as the Tigers bring it in. And Knutson catches it. And Mobridge Pollock throws it in down low, up and no good. Stoik with the shot and missed it. Wide open shot. Chargers will bring it into the front court. Yackley with it for the Chargers. Yackley on the wing on the right side off to Whitler. Wesley drives baseline on the right side. Puts it off the glass up and good for 2. Whitler with the bucket. He's got 22. And it's 70-56. Tigers. Cross-court pass in the front court. Easton Eisman with the catch for Mobridge Pollock. He'll throw it out to Knutson, and Knutson will bring it out. And the Tigers, with 1:48 to play, as Jackson Eisman tried to get it over to Easton Eisman, and the ball sailed high and hard and outside. And a turnover will give the ball back to Sully Buttes. with it now inbounds as Colson catches it and brings it up into the front court. Colson for the chart. And ball gets tipped and taken away. Steal on the play is up and good for two by Knutson. Hits it. 72-56. If the Mobridge Pollock leading, Sully Butte says the Whitler goes up and misses the shot on the lay-in. Tigers there for the rebound. Stoik will get the ball. And 1:21 to go here in the game. Looks like not sure if the Tigers are subbing down with 1:21 to go. We're going to go back the other way because Chargers have 5+ fouls, and that'll put Stoik to the line to shoot two, trying to get in the scorebooks. And looks like the Tigers will empty their bench as the Chargers haven't done the same yet. And at the line will be Stoik to shoot two for Mobridge Pollock. First shot is up and good. Checking in Cooper Falkenhagen for the Chargers as Whitler will go to the bench. Wesley kind of hobbling over to the sideline there. It is Easton Moore, Preston Kenny, Gavin Colson, Cooper Falkenhagen, and Jet Yackley out for the Tigers. Stoik hits the second as well. 74-56. Mobridge Pollock by 18. Stoik checks out for the Tigers now. And number 44. Let's see, we've got Cage Yellow coming in for the Tigers, along with, they got the JV players coming in. And the Chargers do the same as Moore with an Easton. Free throw line, off of it to Colson. Gavin for the Chargers, the only starter, I think, left on the court. A shot from the baseline is up by Yackley. Jet Yackley with the three, hits it. 74-59, Tigers by 15. And the inbounds catch with it, number 10 for the Tigers. That is Schneider, passing the front court. Tigers with it. That is Henderson. Off of it, got it over to Saxon. Tigers throw it around the perimeter. Catch with it on the right side with 40 seconds to play. Tigers just playing catch and keeping it in playing keep away here. And driving it in, putting in a shot, trying to put a shot up. And Kinney goes for the block and got a lot of arm on that one as Preston gets his second personal. And that will put number 10 to the line, Jesse Schneider for the Tigers. Shooting two, trying to extend Mobridge Pollock's lead as he puts the first shot up and good. Number 45 for the Tigers coming in. Check and see who we've got. That is Truth Kroghost. Kroghost comes in for the Tigers. And getting ready for the second of two at the line for Schneider. Shot up on the way and rattles in and out, no good. Falkenhagen lost it out of bounds. It'll be Mobridge Pollock ball with 31.3 seconds to play, and the shot clock is off. And the Tigers can pass it around as, the Chargers put in Chase Height as well as on the inbounds. And we've got contact in the lane. Foul called on number 10 on Schneider. And the Chargers will get the ball back as Falkenhagen will throw it into Yackley. And Jet for the Chargers. Into the front court with it to Height. Back over to Yackley. Jet on the wing on the right side. Clears around for the shot. Puts up a three. That'll be short. Ball blocked and tipped. Tigers will bring it up. Into the front court they come. Freed with it. Across the timeline with 12 seconds to play. Coming out. For the Tigers, they keep it out on the perimeter with the countdown 4, 3, 2, 1, and there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Mobridge Pollock Tigers defeat the Sully Butte Chargers soundly, 75-59. You listen to Charger Sports and Country 95.3, PureCountry.com. Back in 3 minutes for the Blue Goose.